In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between Alpha Lock, clipping mask and mask. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select a brush, and I'm going to use the monoline brush, and I think I'll just stick with the palette that I used for the color sampling. So I'm going to use this nice plummy color, and I'm just going to draw a circle, hold it so that it closes, and then fill it. So I've got this nice circle. So the first clipping technique that I'm going to show you is what's called Alpha Lock, and you find it here. So Alpha Lock is great for drawing directly on this image, and you won't color any of the background. So I'm going to choose a lighter color. Let's choose this sort of apricot color, and I'm just going to draw across this image, and you can see I can scribble right across it and go beyond it, but it doesn't actually affect anything. So that's what you can do with Alpha Lock. But this is called destructive editing because, in fact, you can't really change it. You can't change the color. If you wanted to try and change the color, and let's try to change it to this green, you would actually just flood the whole thing and get that sort of effect. So I don't really want that. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, let's show you how clipping mask works. So we're going to create a new layer, and we'll uncheck this one so we don't see it. And let's go for another color. So I think I'll go for this light blue, and I'm going to draw yet another circle, hold it and color it and fill it. And then I'm going to add the clipping mask. So in order to do that, you need to add an extra layer, and then you select clipping mask. So always remember, it's the layer above the layer that you're drawing on, and you clip the layer above it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to choose a totally different brush and a completely different color, and let's just go for this brown, and I'm going to draw across it. And it looks pretty similar to what I did with Alpha Lock, but the advantage to this is that you can actually change the color. I don't really like that brown, so let's change it to this orange. Just enlarge it, and I'm going to drag the color. Oops, it should actually change, not my base image, but it should change this one. There we go. So that's what I wanted to do. So let's see what those two look like together. You've got this strange wacky color combination, and let's drag this one up above it just to see what that looks like. That might look a bit better. So the third effect that I want to show you is masking. So I'm going to mask the original layer. I'm just going to uncheck the Alpha Lock because I don't need that. And I'm going to uncheck the clipping mask because I don't need that either. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask it. So when you mask something, you immediately see another layer above it, but it's not clipped to that. And I'm going to select just an ordinary brush. I think I'll go back to dry ink, and I'm going to draw over this and see what happens. So you can see what's happening is that I'm actually taking a little bit out of this drawing and revealing what's under it. Let's do a little bit more of that. So that's what masking is. I don't know why it's called masking, because in effect it's unmasking, because what you can see is the image below it looking like that. So those are the three differences. So I showed you Alpha Lock originally on that one. Then I showed you a clipping mask on top of that layer. And then I showed you just a layer mask on top of this one. So go out there and play and see what you can create. Thanks for watching.